Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy Tuesday to everybody around here. Okay, I am aggravated because Canva, where I do my thumbnails, is down, child. It's having a little glitch or whatever. So the thumbnail I did, I couldn't download it. So the thumbnail will be on the replay. It just won't be here because Canva was being dumb. And that makes me mad. But again, we still here. It's gonna be a good time or whatever. We have a few things to get into, but y'all know first things first. If you have not done so already, okay, take a little second. Okay, subscribe to the channel. Okay, like the video. Comment in the comment section. You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. But yeah, I'm like, I did a thumbnail and I can't download it. Canva rarely goes down, so I don't, it's not a big issue. But sometimes when it glitches, I be mad, child. Anyway, so I had a thumbnail yesterday and I ain't got one today. Okay, but thank God for my standard stand-in thumbnail that always comes in handy. Okay, now I am here. I put a shirt on. I be forgetting to put a shirt on sometimes, but I made sure today I had one on. So hello to those popping in on the live. Hello to those who end up watching on the replay. I appreciate both views. Okay, whether it's a live view, a replay of a live, whatever it may be. Thank y'all. It's okay. Yes, please hit the like button. Okay, a good time. Okay, it is Taco Tuesday, Tequila Tuesday, Tea Tuesday, whatever tea you celebrate, that is what it is. Okay, I appreciate it and whatnot. It was a cute thumbnail too. I did review Love and Marriage Huntsville, so go watch that. I did 3 separate reviews for Traders, episodes 1 through 3. I guess I might watch the rest of the Traders. I don't know, child. I didn't know the damn it was like a game show. I thought and do they live in their house for real? Anyway, how was everyone doing today? Anyway, I want to go ahead and get started on the stuff because it's already basically 9:30. Okay. That's one thing. Um Usually I'm late. So if I'm late, y'all can't be late too. Okay. I don't be having time, child. I be just getting off work. I be just getting comfortable. I be trying to get the things done I need to get done or whatever. Um, don't forget y'all my birthday Friday. And I think on Friday, I think on Friday, along with me, you know, popping a little gummy and having a little wine or liquor. We may do a bit of a game night stuff. We may do something on the live. I don't know what yet. I don't know what. You know what? Today was a crazy day for me too. I was like, I am over today. I want to go home and go to bed, but I have a live schedule at 9 o'clock. So I could not come home and go to bed. But I cannot. I'm gonna give y'all about an hour. I'm gonna go about an hour. But today was a weirdly long day. And when I got home, I was like, I don't want to do nothing. But I've been off YouTube too long. I can't not do nothing. So I was like, nah, come on here. But on Friday, because I'm off work Friday because it's my birthday. Okay, 44. And I think I'm gonna do the live at 7 instead of 9 because I don't know how my body is going to react to the edible. So I don't want to be up all night or whatever. So if I do a live at 7, I'm hoping to be done by 9. But it'll be a bit of a game night, fun topics, chit chatting and all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure like I got another cut water. I'm getting some vodka. I'm gonna get some more vodka. I could just drink the Patron that's in there, but I don't know. Should I drink some Patron? I don't think I should do Patron. So I got other vodka, but I want some Ciroc vodka because they don't own it no more. But yeah, so Friday will be a fun evening mixed with celebrity stuff or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna do the live on Friday at 7 and not 9. And if you are new here or you've never been to a game night, it is so fun. Okay. I'm either gonna do Black Card Revoke. I'm gonna do one of the card games that we do. Okay, it's a drinking game that we do. It's very fun. Okay, so if you've never had a game night, it'll be fun. So it'll be Friday at 7. Okay, look, I'm like I want to. If I did not get off work late, I would not have 9 o'clock live. I'm only live at 9 ish because I have to get home from work. Okay, and I'm saying, but yeah, Friday will be at 7 and it'll be fun. Okay. We're gonna I hope it all goes well. I do. I don't want to get drunk and get loopy on camera, child, and then I regret it the next morning. Okay, but I'm gonna probably record some stuff, so I don't forget my day. Anyway, y'all, look, let's get into the crazy topics and stuff and whatnot. Again, if you are here, please make sure to like the video. Make sure that you have subscribed already because YouTube will unsubscribe people. And I know if you're watching a replay, you can't be mad at me when you are off YouTube for like a week. You fall out the algorithm and YouTube won't tell people I'm live. I got to build myself back up in the algorithm, so don't get mad at me, get mad at YouTube. Okay. Anyway, we have a couple of crazy stories and then some celebrity things. Again, we'll get into Nene new job, child, Joseline and her clean and soberness. Okay. This messy divorce with Kandi. We got more details on Kandi's divorce with Todd. And Todd been scheming and scamming us in front of our faces. Okay, in front of our faces. Oh, I just want to punch him in the stomach, child. Okay. A little bit of a Tamar, a little chit chat or whatever from Jill Sky, Chris Brown, Cam Newton, Ludacris, and Nelly, and more than that. Okay. Yeah. Wait, hold on. When you aren't working crazy hours, when you do a late night talk. Look, so child, what late night music again? When I used to have the late nights, relaxing, chit chatting, conversation, late at night, just a JayBirds, you know what I'm saying? Maxing and relaxing, child. Just chit chatting about whatever. I miss those nights, you know. So yes, you know what? We're gonna do that one day. You know, it'll be late, like 11 p.m. And whoever show up, show up. But the music is still there. I just don't ever do it. Anyway, but yes, I can do that for sure, for sure, for sure. Let's see, where do I want to start? Um, well, let's start here because we're gonna get into people need to make better decisions all the way around. Okay. Now, while no one has the right to steal anyone's car, okay, I should be able to leave my car wherever I want to leave my car at. However, I also know I live in a world that people steal stuff. Hold on. So I would not ever leave my car running at all, let alone leave my car running unlocked with my child in it. Okay.
You doing?
So the police officer found this abandoned car, okay, with an 8-year-old kid in the back seat, all but her lonesome. Why? Because her mama had went to some store, and the 1 minute, the 60 seconds that she was gone, somebody walked up, stole the car and the baby.
Hey, I'm Atlanta Police. You okay?
Radio reason 3601. Revise your last traffic. You're coming over this 30. Radio reason 3601.
3601. I'm here with the vehicle. I have a black female. She's about 8 years old. She just woke up. The car's occupied, just with her inside. And be advised, the doorknob is like partially off of. So like they tried to take it. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's mom?
At least she okay. Now look, I feel like we can't leave cars on. Because even if your car is on, and if you lock the door, as we see in this situation, the dude popped the damn door.
Oh.
Okay. I got a lot going on. What did they say?
Huh?
3606, we located the vehicle. It's going to be at 375 Rascal
Okay.
Hill.
You okay though?
I'm okay.
Okay, you just woke up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm in the car sleeping, man in my business. I'm 8 years old, and mama done let me get kidnapped.
So what happened? I mean, what? I'm sorry, my head is all over.
So what happened?
The ACE unit is gonna come
Yes.
and do the whole thing. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So what happened?
I went in the store right there for literally 1 minute. It's like a store with like the glass windows where you can see outside. I went in for 1 minute, got what I needed, walked out, and my car was gone. And I didn't know where to look or where. I just called the police.
Hey, how you doing?
You can't. I don't recall my mom ever leaving me in the car, or my sister either. We never left DJ in the car. You know, my god kids, I never left them in the car. I don't know why people leave their kids in the car and go somewhere. Unless your kid is old enough to drive the car, don't leave them alone in the car. Okay, unless they's in the front seat and they can move the car in case the police come, do not leave them in the car, because as we see, people like to steal cars. But if you do leave a kid in the car, you cannot leave the car running, because if a thief see a running car, they're gonna want to steal it. Okay, and keep the baby. Now, thank God the kid was unharmed. The person probably realized, oh, it's a kid back there. She was sleeping. Now she woke. I gotta go. I don't want to get caught. Okay, so again, the car got found, the kid got found, but I need people to tell you, people, do not leave the kid in the car with the car running. Even if you can see the car from wherever you at, it don't matter. If you ain't there to catch the robber, you can't do shit at all. Okay, take the child with you. Again, unless your kid is old enough to move the car, take the child with you. And if you do choose to leave the kid in the car and the kid is old enough to be alone in the car, you need to lock the doors and take your keys with you. Yes, lock your child in the car. If it's the summertime, crack the windows. If it's wintertime, wake them up. I don't know. But again, I'm not going to stop doing that. That's just weird to me.
Start.
People being dumb. Okay. Reasons to stay single. Okay. Lesbians out here tripping right here. 19-year-old arrested in the fatal shooting of her alleged 18-year-old girlfriend who was upset because she was blocked on TikTok.
Here, we're learning new details about a shooting yesterday on Columbus Dunn Drive. 18-year-old Cassidy Jackson has died from her injuries after being rushed to the hospital yesterday. We're told that Jackson was shot yesterday around 2 o'clock. Authorities say Pelagia Banks was identified as a potential shooter and later turned herself into law enforcement officers. Now, she was booked into the East Baton Rouge Parish Prison on a first-degree murder charge. We'll start here.
So she was tried with first-degree murder. She went to confront the girlfriend because she was blocked on TikTok. So somebody blocked you on a social media app and you made the decision to go to their house and kill them. Okay. It says the murderer arrived at the home with two men by herself. Not two men. You took two men to your girlfriend's house because you was blocked on TikTok. Again, went to the home with two men by her side, then knocked on the door. When Jackson opened the door, they forced their way inside. She questioned the girl about being blocked. That's why you blocked me. Why you answering your phone? Oh, so you crazy. You deranged. You're violent. Things got physical. Okay. Another woman who was unidentified said she left the room briefly to check on the child. A child. You went to somebody's house with two men, started fighting, and a child was in the house, and you started shooting. If you shoot somebody over social media blockage, you should get the death penalty. In my opinion, if you kill somebody, well, in general, but if you go to someone's house and you murder them over some social media bullshit, death penalty. Put them to death. Absolutely, because you went over there for no logical reason. You weren't a fucking danger, bitch. This why I always say people who are not able to control their emotions should not be in relationships, because I now see why she blocked you and why she did not open the door or talk to you, because you're crazy. Now you in prison, gonna be in prison for life because you're 19, you're young and you're black. You're not gonna get off. I'm just stupid people. What you doing dumb shit? This dumb stuff. Okay. Now speaking of dumb stuff, now when I seen this thing, when I first seen this video, I ignored it. Like, why is my feet on the thing? I'm like, that's why it sounds weird. I didn't even read the post. Okay. A woman says her abusive ex-boyfriend was offended by her 13-year-old son being in the bed with her and her daughter. Now, listen to the audio, y'all. Okay, this is a husband, ex-boyfriend, fussing at his girlfriend because he's upset that her 13-year-old son was in the bed with her and the daughter. They're in the bed watching television.
I didn't think I didn't.
Does he do it at his father's house?
I don't know what he does at his dad's house.
Okay, I guarantee he doesn't go lay in his father's bed.
I'm not gonna speak on that because I don't give a fuck what they do over there.
Okay, well, when I get dressed, we're gonna have a conversation about it, because I'm gonna make it very clear. Because here again, you allow him to raise up against me. That's what caused the last incident. That is disrespectful. I almost hurt him.
Why?
Because that is disrespectful and he knows it. That's why he got on the floor. You don't go and lay in a motherfucker's bed.
Bitch, that's my son. What do you mean? What do you mean?
That's you're trying to establish dominance.
I don't think that was. I think it was innocent, but
That's
it was.
What you think, Jen, as a woman, and you can think that as his mother. But I'm telling you, as a man and a man of this house, I almost hurt that boy.
The moment someone tells me they almost hurt my child that I birthed, I have to put you out. We have to break up because you're crazy. When we see these scenes of these men who kill these kids and kill these women, I promise y'all, half of the time there be red flags waving. Okay, it be shot siren with girl. We need sirens. Okay. It be signs this is not a good pick for you, and that man telling you, oh, your 13-year-old son is trying to assert dominance. Bitch, he's 13. We need to stop allowing men to want boys to grow up so fast to be men. He's fucking 13. This is mama. Then what the fuck? I don't care. I'm 43. And now we're gonna lay him on the bed. I would. I don't think a boyfriend should try to make it seem as if her son is doing something underhanded. For what?
Oh, and you think I'm playing and I'm not.
Oh. Hi, Mama. What?
I got caught watching a movie in bed with my son. Jenny, bitch, run.
I didn't.
Jenny, bitch, run. Okay, he's a murderer. He's a killer. Okay, he's gonna try to kill you or him. Now, again, it's her ex. That's one thing, which is fine. But I would not have been able to have a calm conversation with my boyfriend telling me your son can't lay in the bed. DJ 19. He lay in our beds. He do. If DJ is 19, even now, if he's tired, he'll come and lay down next to us and just chill out. It ain't nothing weird. I think men who want boys to not be kids is fucking weird to me. I don't think it don't matter what the boy do at the daddy house. We also know that most kids are different with their moms and their dads. The 13-year-old boy, he might not lay in the daddy bed. He might not do that. Daddy may not allow that, but mama do. Because some boys are mama's boys. You know what I'm saying? They want it's their mama. They want love and affection. It ain't got nothing to do. Child, again, red flag, red flag, red flag. Show that man face. Warn the next woman against him. What he look like, what his name is. Who that man?
I didn't.
Does he do it at his father's house?
I don't know what he does at that
Okay,
house.
I guarantee he doesn't go lay in his father's bed.
I'm not gonna speak on that because I don't give a fuck what they do over there.
Okay, well, when I get dressed, we're gonna have a conversation about it because I'm gonna make it very clear. Because here again, you allow him to raise up against me. That's what caused the last incident. That is disrespectful. I almost hurt him.
Why?
Because that is disrespectful and he knows it. That's why he got on the floor. You don't go and lay in a motherfucker's bed. That's you're trying to establish dominance.
I don't think that was. I think it was innocent, but
That's
it was.
What you think, Jen, as a woman, and you can think that as his mother. But I'm telling you, as a man and a man of this house, I almost hurt that boy.
Oh,
and
wow.
you think I'm playing, and I'm not.
Oh.
Yeah, 911. Can I get an officer here immediately? I have a crazy man threatening me and my son. Yeah, please come get him before I kill him. Okay. Yeah, they be like, Mama, scoot over. Child, we can be. I have a full sectional couch. DJ, who is 19, he is 6 feet tall, 200 pounds. He's built like a fucking football player. He will still come and nudge his ass right up against me because it's fine. It ain't nothing weird. It isn't at all. Oh, bastard. Again, Ladies, punch them in their face. Now, another weird shit. Now, why y'all got rats? I am 43, about to be 44. I don't think I've ever, because I heard rats are bigger than mice. I don't think I've ever seen a rat in real life. I've seen a mouse before, but I probably ain't seen a mouse in probably like 10 years. I don't know. But why 200 girl?
Rocky Point woman is facing charges tonight in connection with an allegedly filthy house overrun with pet rats. News 12 Cecilia Dowd has the story.
Rats are not pets. Rats are not pets. They're not. They're snake food and they outside animals.
This rat is one of approximately 200 domestic.
Is it an albino rat? Why that rat look evil? It be white rats? Bitch, if I saw a white rat, I am moving out of the state.
Domesticated rats, according to court documents, both alive and dead, discovered at this Rocky Point home.
I feel disgusted. We're very upset.
There was allegedly rat animal waste throughout the first floor of the home located on Whitewood Drive. Lori Curley is now facing charges in connection with neglect of animals and is accused of letting her 3-year-old grandson live in the home for several weeks in the unsanitary conditions. The little boy was captured on police body camera footage in just a diaper, sitting and walking throughout the house.
Bitch, why is the packages out there? First of all, now we just discussed, I think yesterday, about the lady who went and set the house on fire and the kid killed. You should never set a house on fire with somebody in it. But once you know for a fact that lady out the house and the baby out the house too, set this house on fire. Okay. Once you know for a fact the house is empty. Okay. If I need someone to go through a thorough walk through the house, make sure there are no human beings in the house and set that bitch on fire. A cup fell. Okay.
The floor is covered with rat feces and urine. That's according to court docs, which also said rats were captured in the video walking around freely. One neighbor is so concerned
Don't rats usually hide? Well, you know how bold you have to be a rat? You just walk around in plain sight?
Tells me that she's thinking of getting her own exterminator. I saw 2 rats on the porch of the home Monday. It's unclear how many remain at the house.
I feel more
Burn the house down.
bad for the rats, if anything. Like I am sympathetic to them.
Bitch, what? You a problem too.
Really.
The house has been condemned. You can see packages building up on the porch and garbage littering the lawn.
We've always seen all the garbage out and everything. We didn't know how bad it was inside.
According to court docs, one rat named Splinter had...
Who named the rat Splinter? What in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
a severe eye injury and likely infection. A thin dog was also found to have masses on it, living in the dirty conditions. The rescue group Strong Island Animal Rescue League said in a social media post,
"Y'all rescuing rats now?"
that it's working on rescuing and placing rats from the home and was seeking help.
Place the rats where? Is there a rat sanctuary? Do people collect rats? I don't understand. I mean, I know snakes eat rats and mice. I know that. But y'all gonna save the rats and take them where?
Strong Island says all the females are likely pregnant. Cecilia Dowd, News 12.
Wow.
Hold on. So, pregnant rats? Bitch, I am moving. Okay? There. Look. But what is it? Let me Google it. Hey, Siri. What's a domesticated rat? It's a fancy rat. The fancy rat is domesticated form of rat. That ain't the right thing. Look, first of all, no. All the rats have to die. Okay? They all have to die. You can't do that. You can't have the child. Oh my God. I would just move out of the country. I have to go. I don't want to be here no more. Leave me alone. Y'all play too much. No, Jesus. Okay, let me move on to some other things. I gotta scroll down. Wait a minute now. I don't care about that stuff. I thought I had one other story about the crazy people, but I don't. So let's just get into the celebrity things. Then we got like an hour. We discussed Carisha yesterday, right? And yesterday I told y'all Carisha can't rap. Okay. We don't want no new music from Carisha. You know, she on a podcast about more. I don't know what she be doing or whatnot. But I guess she heard me talking and she said, hold up now, hold okay. But no, you don't let me say it. Y'all say I can't rap. Okay, I can't rap. I can't talk. I can't do nothing but look pretty. But look at me though. Look how far I came 8 years later. I'm okay. And y'all gonna get this music, just sit tight. We don't want it. Okay? We don't want it. Some people have to just admit, you know what? I can't build houses. I'm not a house builder. Okay, I can't build walls. I'm not a wall builder. It's not what I do. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the fact that she can't rap, it's the fact that she keeps trying to make it happen and it's not happening. You know what I'm saying? If you want to interview, if you want to go talk. No, you can't act. You can't. But it's like she's trying to force feed us stuff that she's also shown us that she can't do well. You know, you know, pick one thing to do, master that. Okay, do that. But you not a good rapper. You can't write no rhymes. Your stuff be seeming childish and petty. We don't want it no more. Meech, where's my husband? Meech. But this is the definition of people who are famous or infamous, who get put in movies, they get put in TV shows, they get these record deals, or whatever, and they're not talented. And it's been 8 years. You sound worse now than you did back then. To me, I think once she got with the diddler, you know what I'm saying, and she was using his money and his attention, and his antics or whatever, a part of me feel like she did whatever it was he wanted her to do. I think that whole, again, the podcast shit was because he has a network. I can be on Revolt. To me, she don't do shit on her own because she wants to do it. Until she finds something that she's passionate about that she wants to do, she'll keep failing. But we don't want the music at all. Okay? I don't know who told her to do that. No, ma'am. We don't need it. We don't want it. It's okay to move on. It's okay. Babs. Remember Babs from the band? I'm like, is Babs a messy bitch now? Now, we know we discussed yesterday Donnie McClurkin and that man who sued him or whatever. Babs got on the internet, child, and brought up a dead gay man who she alleged Donnie was messing with. Now, I'm gonna say this: what I don't like is when people wait for people to die and then want to say, "Oh, so and so said this happened." Why did no one say that when the dead man was alive? Don't bring me no dead man's tea.
Do know a little bit of something about Auntie Donnie because it's somebody else's business, and I want to say God bless the dead to one of my good friends. But
if he dead, let that man rest. Look, if no one, if the dead man did not tell his tale when he was alive, don't you tell his secrets once he's dead. Me dying doesn't allow you to spill my tea.
Allegedly, because he's not here no more to confirm it, but I hate to say allegedly because I know this for a fact because I was there.
Did you? So you saw them? You saw them fucking? You saw the sexual situations, Babs?
Right, and you know he was very young, you know, and when they started messing around, say allegedly because he's not here no more to confirm it. But I hate to say allegedly because I know this for a fact because I was there. All right. And, you know, he was very young, you know, and when they around.
Underage.
Yeah, underage. He wasn't, let me just say, he wasn't a baby. Allegedly, as the relationship went on, he became a legal age, allegedly. And
I'm like, no, it's a dead man, a dead gay man who allegedly got messed with by Donnie. Was he underage? Or was he just not 21? Which one is it?
in the relationship. My friend, he was in the church and around church. And a lot of times they was treating him funny in the church. My friend was very flamboyant. And so they had this relationship allegedly going on. And then when my friend, he passed away. And at the funeral, the pastor and the pastor went off because the pastor knew about Donnie allegedly, right?
I just need folk to know. Saying allegedly while saying I know because I saw it and I was there. Saying allegedly doesn't protect you. It doesn't protect you. I'm just saying. You can only say allegedly when you are quoting or you are discussing something someone else said. You are having a conversation about something you heard, but you're acting like you was there, girl. So you.
And so the pastor was upset that Donnie was not there. Allegedly. He was very upset. And the pastor went off because the pastor knew about Donnie allegedly, right? And so the pastor was upset that Donnie was not there. Allegedly. We know that Donnie allegedly should have been in the building and, you know, show your face.
At the funeral, Babs?
At the funeral in Queens, New York.
So you want me to believe that Donnie McClurkin was being called out at a dead gay man's funeral in New York? Okay.
We know that story, and I can tell them, and you can take it how you want to take it. It doesn't even matter to me because it's 2026, and I'm tired of not talking. When everybody else is talking, I want to be in a conversation too. If I really want to get messy, you know what I'm saying?
What did Diddy do?
And I can tell them, and you can take it how you want to take it. It doesn't even matter to me because it's 2026, and I'm tired of not talking. When everybody else is talking, I want to be in a conversation too. If I really start the hotline, and I could have 5-6 people call in on the hotline to confirm my allegations. What? And so, and the only reason why I'm saying this, because you should have showed up to the funeral. Start the hotline, and I could.
There's nothing worse than people who want to be a part of a conversation that they have nothing to do with. Because my thing is this: if you knew when that man died or before he died that he had whatever dealings with Donnie McClurkin, why bring it up now? If you knew back then that Donnie was a dirty, dirty old man, like why bring it up now? Because you want to be a part of the conversation. And I'm like, I don't want to be in anybody else's mess. I don't want to be in anyone else's mess. And yet, if my friend was messing with whoever, and if he never came around and said whatever happened with him, it ain't my job to say it once he's dead. It's not, to me, that's disrespecting your dead friend. But again, some people like the mess because the mess gets clicks and views. Some people like the attention because the attention get, I can tell your child, look, your dead friend will probably haunt your ass for telling his secrets. Because maybe he didn't want anyone to know whatever happened between him and Donnie. Stop being messy, girl. Whatever Donnie did, Donnie gonna do. Okay. Speaking of Donnie, that orange man was here today. Now, child, I said, who invited him here? Don't nobody want Code 45 in Detroit, okay? He was around at the Ford plant in Dearborn, right? And you can't hear stuff, but it absolutely looked like Code 45 said fuck you to somebody at the plant. I'm like, what is going on? Now, first of all, I don't want anyone to be confused. Don't nobody want that man here. Okay? We don't like that man here. Okay? I don't know what the fuck are he doing here. Go home. And it looked like he gave him the finger. Now, you want me to believe that the president of these states, okay, has the right to say "F you," and it gets, again, I don't like him. He irks my nerves. Why is he here? I hope he get a flat tire on 6 Mile in Davison at 2 o'clock in the morning during a winter storm on a Friday night. Nelly and Ludacris will be performing at their co-headlining people a country music festival. Now people are upset. Now y'all know we already don't like Nelly that much because of his support and performing for that Orange Man. Okay. Now I'm surprised that Ludacris, you know what I'm saying? Because Kid Rock is on here and we don't like Kid Rock. Kid Rock is an absolute Code 45 supporter. But Nelly is around here and so is Ludacris. But I'm like, but so is Blake Shelton. So was Jelly Roll. So is Brooks and Dunn. Okay, and Miranda Lambert. So I'm wondering, are we upset because Nelly and Ludacris are supposed to be, black entertainers on our side of things? They should not be around there. Now, I don't know what I don't know what it's supposed to be for. Is it a secret society? Is this a secret, the Code 45 support group? But Ludacris and Nelly, and Ludacris his wife is from like across the, where's she from? Adoxy, I think she's from Ghana. Like his wife, not even like, I'm saying, like she's not even from here. So it boggles my mind when people support stuff like this. So I don't know. We still have not forgave Nelly. Okay, Nelly is still on our list. Now, Nelly has been laying low recently, him and Ashanti or whatever, been chilling out or whatever. But I'm like, Nelly, don't you get your ass round here and get canceled again. And Ludacris, it's dumb to me. I feel like once you lose your core audience and your core support group and your core concert goers, like them Caucasian Code 45 supporters is not gonna go see the Fast and the Furious 13 that Ludacris gonna be in. Okay, they not gonna go to no Ludacris concerts. They're not. So is it ever worth crossing the line over into, oh, it is a concert, it's a country concert? No. It feel like a Code 45 MAGA supported event. Now that I'm not saying that all country artists or any people who like country music are, MAGA. However, I would not want the implication that that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but folks was upset mainly because Kid Rock is on here. But I said, but it's other people on here too. Are they all over there? But again, if you choose to support the Code 45-ness, I make the choice to not support you. Yeah, and that's the killer part. The fact that because of money, reasons, they want to support what will make them more money. But I'm like, okay, cool. But when your core fans stop supporting you and you stop making money, then what? If your core support group are Black people who are upset at you for being supportive of the other side, then what? You just supported that admin for the policies and laws because of your money, and now you ain't making no money. So I mean, be done if y'all want to be done. Martin. So we had heard that we know because Ari Lennox was the one saying, because the jokes on Martin and because Pam was darker skins, I don't find the jokes funny. We heard from Ari Lennox, we heard from Tichina Arnold. We are now hearing from Martin Lawrence. He's finally commenting on the debate started from Ari Lennox's post about how she felt and how he feels about people thinking his jokes was, rooted in colorism.
Did you ever have that concern, or what do you make of that whole back and forth?
No, I never had that concern because I knew they were jokes, and that's the way Black.
Did you ever?
Black people, that's the way we joke. We go hard, and me and Tashina were just having a lot of fun, and we were just keeping it real, and I was just keeping it real, and so that's why we got a lot of laughs. Black people, that's why we got a lot of laughs out of it. So she has a right to have her own opinion and everything, but there was no malice intent, and so that's why we got a lot of laughs.
Now I wonder if it was a longer clip. Hold on.
Have that concern, or what do you make of that whole back and forth?
No, I never had that concern because I knew they were jokes, and that's the way Black people. That's the way we joke. We go hard, and me and Tashina were just having a lot of fun, and we were just keeping it real, and I was just keeping it real. And so that's why we got a lot of laughs out of it. So, she has a right to have her own opinion and everything, but there was no malice intent.
Did you ever have?
And I think that is what I always hope people would get to in their comments or whatever. Was there any malice? Was there any ill intent? Was there ever a decision made to purposefully go after Pam, go after Tashina because of her skin tone, her skin complexion, her being a darker skinned Black woman? And my point has always been, I never felt like the jokes were intended to be malicious towards Black women. I never felt, even I'm not light skinned. I'm a lighter skin. I'm like, but Martin said, but no, we was, and again back then, cracking jokes, Jones and on each other, I'm saying the dozen other that is how people would crack jokes back then. I think now people don't do that as much as they used to. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate her asking him the question, flat out, whatever, how you felt, and him saying, she has every right, she has every right to her opinion. However, there was no ill intent. There was no malice on my part, on the show's part. But me and Pam, Martin Pam, Tashina and Martin, we're just Jones and back and forth. Okay. So I'm happy he was able to, also, because again, he is the person people are now accusing of being colorist, accuse him of being, mean-spirited towards darker skinned women on the show, bringing up that now, and it's like, well, that ain't what we thought then. What is y'all doing? So, I'm happy he said, "Bitch, stop on me." That's not what it was, because we can't really be listening to people. Congrats to Tim Taylor, who was on the cover of Funny Fair. She's having a good year. Okay, she won the Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actress. She's now on Vanity Fair. They're thinking she would possibly be up for an Oscar. So, just to have, I don't know if they have any more pictures. Hold on. They were, because she's fashion, darling. She's fashion. Do they have any more? They do. Hold on. So she's on the cover of Vanity Fair. Okay. She looks amazing for one. She looks so cute. Okay. And once you've gone, she was between, we've known Tim that she was 16 on 16, my sweet 16 back in the day. And she's gone through a lot over the years, be it her record label stuff when she was being signed with Pharrell and them, her being signed up under Kanye, her marriage, all of that stuff going on or whatever, her to trying to fight and claw her way to the top of the industry. And the fact that she's now starting to get her flowers and get acknowledged for who she is and how talented, because she's a great actress. She can dance, can direct, produce. So her finally getting to me recognized for being more than just a pretty face. For being more than just someone with a great body. You know what I'm saying? For her being recognized for how talented she is in her own era. You know what I'm saying? Her standing in her power. I love it, love it, love it. So congrats, Tatiana, for the cover of Vanity Fair. Okay. You better be extra, girl. You better be extra, bitch. You better bend backwards for the feathers blow feathers blow. Okay. You better be extra, extra. Read all about it. Okay. So congrats to Tatiana for her cover of Vanity Fair. I love her. I think she's so cool and whatnot. Joseline Hernandez. Now look, we met Joseline on Love and Hip Hop forever ago. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Her and Stevie, I don't look at the super Stevie. Okay, she was back there. It was crazy. The fact that when we met her, she probably was already deep into dibbling and dabbling with drugs. Okay. Because we always felt like she can't, that's how she just normally. And we would also see her spaz out, fussing and fighting and all that stuff. But Joseline came on and said that she's 3 years sober off that nose candy. Okay. 3 years off that nose candy, 3 years of clear mind, 3 years of solitude. My mind is clear and the body is strong. I thank God every day I did lose my life to the white girl. Young girls, it's not a game. It's not worth it. Thank you guys for those silent press for your fave. I love y'all. Joseline has a very entertaining aura about her. What I always disliked about Joseline was her erratic, dangerous, disrespectful behavior. And if she's now saying that for years because she was so high, she was on that bullshit, and if she's now clean and sober, she's now trying to have a better life for herself, her daughter as well. Joseline can be very entertaining. She can. However, I also felt like she just had a toxicness to her. I really haven't heard any crazy stories about her recently. She has been pretty quiet as of late. I don't watch her on Zeus anymore, so I don't know how that show goes. I've seen clips on the social medias or whatever. If she's really been clean for 3 years from cocaine, she didn't say liquor. Okay, her saying 3 years off that nose candy. That don't mean she not taking no other drugs. She might still smoke a little weed. Okay, she could pop a little pill or pop a little, I don't know. But she said she's no longer doing that cocaine. Okay, that powder, that white girl. Okay, and sometimes you do have to detach yourself one drug at a time. Okay. And again, if being off that white girl, that powder, made her, better. Congrats. Just don't backslide. That's all. Don't go backwards. Okay. So again, congrats to Joseline. Jilly Scott. Jilly from Philly. Girl, you like Blueface in there?
It's your guilty pleasure.
Oh gosh.
I happen to love the drama between Blueface and Krishan Rock.
I would never guess that Jill Scott be sitting around even knowing about these two. I won't say idiots. These two people.
I love it.
But in hindsight, Blueface and Krishan, it's just a Timu version of Joseline and Stevie J. So I guess that's not too far-fetched. We was always child. We watch Love and Hip Hop couples. So Blueface and them is a Timu version.
I think that that's a pimp, and I think that she got caught up with a pimp.
But she has an interesting side too.
Listen,
she got a little Sheila in her. She'll say some shit that be so real,
and she fight.
And she fights.
Yep.
And so that's probably what keeps you in.
It's a guilty pleasure. I just find it fascinating. But I am such. I am that way. Like, I like the study of people I don't know. I don't know anybody like this, and I don't know anybody like her either.
Do I know? I know a Blueface. I knew a couple of Bluefaces in my life. Not in my life, but anyway. I know a Krishan. I do. So from far away. I don't have anyone in my current orbit, anyone in my current life that like know my phone number and know my address and know my whereabouts, who are like Krishan and Bruce. But in my former life, back when I was a teenager, in my early 20s, I absolutely knew some Krishans and some Bluefaces. Now, this was also on there talking to Angie about Tyler Perry.
Didn't like how much people will make fun of her.
No,
I didn't like that. I remember the scene on the plane, and man, the scene on the plane. Tyler had
again. She's discussing why to get married. Sheila, who was a plus size woman, being beaten down by her low down, dirty ass husband.
Make fun of me when I got on the plane.
What?
They were just going back and forth making jokes about Sheila's weight. And obviously, I had on a whole fat suit and it was cumbersome. So the walk was genuine and the sitting down was genuine and all the things. And then I practiced in it quite a bit so that it felt genuine to the character. But the folks on the flight really went in on fat jokes, and it sucked.
And I'm thinking we didn't see any of that in the movie, so I feel like he must have realized the fat jokes towards the character weren't funny, because I don't recall anybody cracking any jokes or anyone even saying anything about her on the plane, in the plane scene.
Did you know they were going to do this?
No, I did not.
That's like abusive
I did
a little
not.
bit. Like,
I felt like it was. Sorry, Tyler. I hated that shit. But I sincerely hated it. They were just going at
Does he know that? Did you, after you said,
I think I told him once or twice, that I remember that, and that's when I decided too that I come as a woman who comes from a family of Amazons. My mother's 6'1". I'm the runt of my family. Okay. Everybody is tall. I decided that I am not fat, but I have some.
I'm not fat. I just had some fat. Okay. Probably so. Because, Tyler makes these movies, and for the most part, it is what it is. However, in that particular movie with Sheila in particular, there was a lot of, and 'cause I don't think people knew that Jill Scott wore a fat suit in the movie because she had to show her actual slimmer self once she left the character, the husband. But the comments, even how Mike treated her, had to be hard to deal with. But to now know that there were scenes cut out of people acting mean toward her character, which honestly happens in real life. Honestly, people. I have never heard anyone talk shit about me. I have not, but I'm pretty sure folks are that's a bit, you know what I'm saying. But I'm not gonna say it to my face. We can fight, okay? But again, I do think there has to be a level of, when you are portraying someone of the plus size, if you're portraying someone who may be, disabled, if you're playing someone who may be differently than the norm, you have to be careful to not actually offend the actor or offend the people in real life. You know what I'm saying? Because it can become offensive, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And even her saying, like, I told him at the point in time, like, I didn't like it because they were going so hard going in or whatever they were saying. And again, that's probably why none of that made it to the screen, because we didn't see any of that. Okay. Like Steve from Slugger did this open the crowd scene in a couple of, oh really? Now we've heard of movies and TV shows, where there's some kind of impromptu thing where, I think it was one scene. I think somebody spit on someone. It was something crazy that people said happened. Even in The Best Man, when Nia Long's character slaps Tay Diggs' character, Tay Diggs in the slap wasn't in the script, and that she really slapped the dog shit out of him. But you have those scenes that happen even on Paid in Full. And in Paid in Full, Wood Harris has said many times that Cameron pulling the guy out the car and like beat him up wasn't in the script. It was some extra shit that someone did, and it kind of happens. But yeah, I'm happy she at least said, bullshit. Okay, a bullshit. No, my thumbnail. I did a thumbnail, but Canva was down. I couldn't download it, so it'll be on the replay. I couldn't download it in time for the live. So yeah, but why is it freezing? Oh Lord, it's freezing. I can't click on nothing. Child. Okay, there you go. I'm like, why is it freezing? Okay, here we go. Yes, improv changes the trajectory of certain shows, certain movies. Even there was discussing in Sinners when they were writing, when it was Sammy and Stack and Delroy's character in the car riding, it wasn't in the script for them to start singing together and for Sammy's character to start playing the guitar. That was kind of an improv thing. So improv can absolutely enhance stuff, but if you cracking fat jokes, you could offend a fat person. Even if your intent is not to offend them, you can sometimes go too far. Okay, but Jill came back for more movies. She came back for part 2. Okay, they coming back with part 3. So again, hopefully ain't no more fat jokes on her. Okay. Cam Newton.
How would
I will always make room for the embarrassment of Cam Newton because he aggravates my spirit. So again, I don't watch any of his interviews. I just don't see a reason to do it. Okay. But while talking to whoever this person is, who I don't know who she is, no tea, no shade. Lady London. Okay. he can't pronounce shit right.
Would you describe your style in one word? That's an adjective.
Can I use a word that I've already used?
Sure, of course.
Eclectic.
Say it again.
Eclectic.
What the fuck is eclectic?
Eclectic.
Well, the heavy on the N because
There's no N in it.
No. It's my word.
Oh, let's unpack this. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
It's your word.
Eclectic.
Spell it for me.
NCLECTA.
Okay.
You made up a whole fake word?
Okay.
Eclectic.
Eclectic.
Do you want to know what the N stand for?
Niggatry.
Yep. Nigga shit.
Am I right? Okay. Respectfully.
You see where I was going?
Yeah. Okay.
If you can't spell, then just say that. If you don't know how to pronounce words, just say that. If you thought the word this whole time was eclectic, just say that.
Great.
Yeah.
I know there's a new word. We got to hit up Webster,
No, we ain't got to hit up nobody.
Oxford, nobody.
Why would we do that? Do they relate to us?
Us. I'm not no eclectic ass person.
I'm pretty big on words. It's kind of how I make my money, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool, but you just use people that don't have.
How would you describe your style in one word? That's an adjective.
Can I use a word that I've already used?
Sure, of course.
Eclectic.
Say it again.
Eclectic.
It's eclectic.
Well, the heavy on the N. Because
I hate when people be dumb. I hate when people get caught up in their mistake and they then mess up stuff. I don't, unless he's ever put the word out in the atmosphere, it's fake. Okay, because if he had a style and he has an eclectic style, he would have been using that word from before. He can't spell the shit. He looks scared right here. Did I spell it wrong too? Did I spell it too wrong?
There's no N in it.
No. It's my word.
Oh, let's unpack this. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
It's your word.
Eclectic.
Spell it for me.
NCLECTA.
Okay.
Eclectic.
Eclectic.
I'm surprised he didn't use a K. Okay. I am surprised. I'm surprised he did not put a K in there somewhere. Okay. Because when someone say, hey, describe your style. Oh, I'm eclectic. Oh, but you're the Negro? Why would you say that? Because your style can really be eclectic. It can be. Because I Googled it. The definition, okay, describes things, ideas, styles, tastes that are gathered from a wide variety of sources. Okay. Combing the best or most interesting elements from different systems, eras, or cultures, rather than sticking to one single approach. The word actually describes you to a T. And her saying, well, no, that's not how it's pronounced, my dear. It's also that's not how it's spelled either. And her like, well, that's what you want to do.
Do you want to know what the N stand for?
Niggatry. Am I right?
And her saying niggatry was made nigga. It's you. You're the problem. We don't like you. Let me look her up. Hold on. Because I don't know her. Okay. I'm gonna follow her. I can go look at her. My point is, I don't like that man, and he's stupid. And he know he's stupid, and he tried to be smart. And no, the end is the niggatry. That's even worse.
Okay, respectfully.
You see where I was going?
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes just let a nigga nig.
Great. I know there's a new word. We got to hit up Webster,
No, we ain't got to hit up nobody.
Oxford, nobody.
Why would we do that? Do they relate to us?
Who the fuck is anyway? I don't like that man, and he gets on my nerves, all of my nerves. What I want to go? Chris Brown. Chris Brown. Now, remember, Chris Brown tried to sue the people, right? Chris Brown filed a $500 million defamation lawsuit against Discovery, the channel, the station, the people, whatever, because they had a documentary. Now, when that Chris Brown documentary came out on Discovery, I don't think nobody watched it. I don't think anybody watched the documentary that came on. It was called Chris Brown, A History of Violence. Okay. It came out on, on the television or whatever. He filed a lawsuit and the judge said, case dismissed. Okay. No, not today. Sir, no. Again, first of all, I said 500 million. Now, at one point, Chris' point was, I'm filing it for defamation because they're trying to paint me as like an abuser. They want to paint me as a horrible, violent person. And that's just not me. Okay? I'm not a violent person. It says Brown claimed the documentary had hurt his reputation, damaged his career, and made him look like an abuser by repeating false allegations about him. He was specifically the issue with the film's coverage of a woman who says he SA'd her in 2020 on a yacht owned by Diddy. Brown denies the claims and said the story changed over time and lacked proof. Chris, let me say this. There is no documentary that can come out that can ruin your reputation because you were convicted of, and there's proof of your erratic, dangerous, abusive, toxic behavior from your past. Now, I can't say what Chris had done within the past 5 years. I don't recall, I don't know. I think, you know what I'm saying? However, you already had that reputation. People already look at you as a person who has a history of violence. Even if the only two victims people want to recognize is just Rihanna and Karrueche. Now, even though Rihanna has moved on, she's gotten married, she has her 3 babies, whatever. Karrueche's moved on. Even though those 2 women have moved on with their life, there is a history of violence with them 2 women plus others. So to try to make it seem as if this one documentary changed the thought process of your history is ridiculous. Okay, the judge ruled the documentary did not lie or hide important details. Instead, it showed both sides, including the issues Brown raised about the own woman's story. So it's like, sir, you have to say at some point you have to understand I do have a history of violence. Even if this one person is lying on me, that doesn't stop the narrative of who we've seen you to be. No one will ever forget Rihanna's, bruised up face. They won't. No one will forget you following and walking behind Karrueche as she left a club or something. No one will forget what you've done. Again, I'm not saying that in 2025 you're that same person from, 2004 or whenever. Let me see what even happened. Let me see. Rihanna, Chris Brown. I don't remember. Let's see. Chris Brown. That happens back in 2009. Okay, so again, it's 2020. It was 2026. Child. So that was 17 years ago. So I can't say that 17 years later, you are the same violent, person you were then, but you do have a history of violent behavior, be it the things that you've done to women, the fights you've had with other men, the fights in clubs. Like, you have done things over the years. You may not be as bad or as violent as you were, or as uncontrollable as you were, or as erratic as you was, 17, 80 years ago. However, that documentary would not hurt your reputation. People already think the worst. And that's not me, claiming good, bad, or indifferent. People already think the worst of you. So sometimes the best thing to do is, when you know you have a past, let it go. Don't give it no energy, because the people who still support you and go to your concert shop and buy your stuff, that's who matter. Because anyone who still supports you after the whole Rihanna, Karuchi, all those things, they're gonna keep supporting. This documentary ain't gonna change nothing. But he lost. So no music, child. So it's not as if, you know what I'm saying, he's an angel now. Oh my God, someone there, the angel? Who hurt the angel? Bitch, Chris Brown hurt the angel. He beat the angel up. And he beat the angel up. A little bit. Where is quick note. Kelly from Housewives of Atlanta, ex-husband, finally paid her the $61K on child support. I said, child, look, do I need to have a baby and get child support? Again, Kelly's ex-husband, Mike, was finally released from jail after 70 days for unpaid child support. He was on Thursday, the 8th, after paying $61,992. Okay, he sold his former home, was cleared to child support debt. Now, listen to the thing. If you owe the child support, pay it. Pay it. Because you had to spend 17 days in jail. You sold the former home. Okay, and now the back paid child support paid. He gonna still owe current stuff. Okay, they say he still believes the child support amount should reflect his current income, and he has faced has faced past jail times for some issues. He claims to support anyway. Pay the girl that money, and I hope this plays out this season on the show. Because if it don't, that's dumb. Because that's her real life. Like the husband child was in the jail. Okay, so congrats to her. We discussed yesterday, Jennifer Williams' husband on the monies and whatnot. Jennifer broke her silence. Now look, she was posting on her social medias, the ringleader and husband of this witch hunt. Compliments yesterday. Claims today. The timeline is interesting. Not here for a long time. Jennifer, stay out of it. Stay out of it. I don't know what none of this shit is. Okay? I find it strange that things that happened kind of before y'all were together, you not have access to. I guess she's claiming two of the plaintiffs who are suing her husband, okay, for getting their monies, that they're lying. At the end of the day, if you think they're lying, your husband should have an attorney that goes to court to defend his innocence. Anybody who was accused of something, they have to go to court for something, and they claim to be this rich person and have all this money and all this wealth, Why would you not pay an attorney to help you with the case, to prove your innocence? So Jen posting these texts, child, from whoever, I don't care what it is. I feel like, Jennifer, stay out of it. The most you should do, help that nigga get a lawyer. You can't win this case in the court of public opinion because we, the people of the public of the opinion, we already believe he's a scammer. So your little text don't mean nothing at all. Technically, they could come after her as well because now they're married. Now, if Jen was smart, she would have put a yandy, had a ceremony and no legal marriage, okay? Because if your man is getting sued left and right, I'm not putting my name on the deed to nothing with him at all. Because when y'all was engaged, all of this was common. You knew it was, allegations and accusations against him. I would have never legally tied myself to somebody who's in the midst of court cases and battles for money. I would never. I also would never come on social media and defend him like this only because he didn't have a lawyer going to court. Now, let's compare apples and apples, okay? Cardi B speaking on Stefan Diggs stuff. Jennifer speaking on her husband's stuff. The only difference to me in these two situations is at least Stefan has a lawyer and they're waiting to go to court. The lawyers are handling it and they're just waiting to go to court. And Cardi Point was saying, I ain't called that lady and say nothing. She ain't told me shit. Jen, on the other hand, is trying to defend her husband against stuff he was accused of before they got married. At least the stuff going with Stefan and Cardi happened like recently within their relationship. So it's weird to me. And again, let the lawyers handle it, Jen. Don't you be around here trying to cape for this man if you can cape them, get them a lawyer. So hopefully Jesus fix it. Because if not, child, she gonna be on the hook. And no one is gonna believe he's innocent. No one. We not gonna believe it. Okay. Tamar the Braxton. So Tamar is always saying, my man. And y'all knew who my man was. Y'all wouldn't be talking no shit. Tamar's single.
So does this show make you want to still get married?
Girl, yes, I am a wife. I am not no streetwalker. And I'm upset I'm still in the street. Like, what's going on?
Why are you still in the streets?
Because
look, the reason Tamar's still single, because there's too much evidence of how crazy Tamar is and how drama-filled a marriage or a relationship could be. You know what I'm saying? Tamar is so extra. I think men who probably like her don't want to be bothered. Okay? Don't want to be bothered.
I know your DMs are full. Are you just not wanting
full of
to
the
look?
right fertilization? There's not the right gas. Okay. I take premium. It's getting very much regular unleaded. Thank you.
What type of man is Tamar
A good
attracted
man.
to? What does that mean anymore?
A good. Let's start there. You find that, and then we can go down.
She's like, it's tough out here. Really?
Yeah.
Just a good man.
Start with the good man.
I think people are. We talked about this, and we were saying that sometimes people might feel intimidated because you are a type of woman who knows
oh my God, it drives me crazy.
what you want.
No.
See, girl, I'm already bothered.
Listen, let me tell you something. There are so many successful women nowadays, I think it's irresponsible to entertain this conversation. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that is not a deficit in a relationship because your woman is balling and a boss.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? And we gotta like change that conversation.
So does this show make you?
Tamar even trying to make it seem like, well, I'm single because, you know, men don't want to be with a boss ass bitch. I feel like there are many boss ass bitches in relationships. Now, again, the dating pool absolutely has P in it. Okay. I'm aware of that. Okay. So you hold on to what you have or what you don't have and you make do. Okay. Because there's P in the dating pool. Niggas are crazy out in these streets or whatever. I ain't got time for that, Lord. Okay. I'm from fine right here. However, Tamar can't make it seem as if the reason she's single is because she's too successful, she's too paid, and no one wants. That's not true. It's not true. To me, Tamar's issue, and what's my opinion, is Tamar's too extra. And you know what else? I also feel like Tamar doesn't have any female friends. Tamar surrounds herself with gay men. Okay. All her friends are gay men. She only hangs out with gay men. So a part of it could also be you're not even surrounding yourself with anyone except gay people. If you always at a gay club, child, where are you gonna find a straight man at? If you say, I just feel like when does Tamar venture out and just be regular? Child, probably now. You know what I'm saying? So part of it really is Tamar is so fucking extra for all the reasons. You know what I'm saying? So girl, go do something with that. Okay, go fix it. Nene of the leaks. Now for years, child, years, forever and ever, people have been trying to get Nene back on Atlanta Housewives. Now I might be in the minority. I do not want Nene back on Housewives. I don't. I feel like every OG of Housewives needs to be, anyone started at the beginning should be gone doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Kyle need to go. Teresa Ad need to go. You know what I'm saying? You should not still be on that fucking show doing shit. The Nene of Housewives of Atlanta has graduated and moved on somewhere else. Now she ain't doing shit. My point remains: you do not want to be the super duper senior around here. And Nene going back to Housewives would really be her being a remedial super duper senior. Okay, I mean you have been a senior in high school for 8 years. Girl, graduate, move on. Okay, you not 19, you 23. Okay, you are older than you're supposed to be in the wrong place. You know, so this whole push, Nene should be back. Now, if y'all want back on Bravo, that's different. Nene being back on Bravo is a conversation worth having. However, Nene is also boring solo dolo. Nene is not interesting by herself. She's not. Okay. Nene does need an ensemble cast to make her entertaining. Okay. However, Nene also don't have no real friends. So they need to work out something else for Nene, not Housewives. So this was a go-between. So Andy had discussed at BravoCon about the, they already had the Upper Girls trip. This is going to be like the Ultimate Girls road trip. Okay. That Nene allegedly is slated to be on. Now, she won't be a full-time cast member, okay? But when the show, because the show was supposed to have, OGs and old folk from the show road tripping, going from city to city. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to the cities of, the shows. So allegedly, Nene, who left the show, Nene been gone since the last time we saw Nene on Bravo Housewives was doing the goddamn Zoom reunion, and she closed the laptop back in 2020. It's been 6 years, okay? And girl, go away if I made with that, okay? But she been on all the time, okay? She would not be a full-time cast member. Instead, she will make a notable presence during the Atlanta show Stop, and will appear only during that poor show. The fact that she's only being put on probably maybe one episode, one clip, to me is also proof you don't need Nene on these shows. If she can't do something else, if she can't create some other kind of show about her, that lady husband she's still with, okay, her traveling, going from here to Dubai or whatever else, her and her outfit, her face, whatever. But Nene does not fit Housewives anymore. And I know they just brought Vicky back to OC, but Vicky left for a while and is coming back to pop in. Nene don't need to come back. Child, technically, neither did I got in that fast. Vicky. But people keep painting this, oh my God, Nene can save Bravo. She can't save herself. Anybody with the amount of fame that Nene has, the amount of access that she has, the amount of connections that she has in the industry, the fact that she has not been able to get anything off the ground in 6 years, to me, is proof she can't say shit if she can't save herself. She's had 4-5 times trying to start her YouTube that she stops and starts. She had that one podcast with Sierra that stopped and started. You said Nene don't get shit off the ground. She is famous and amazing and can't get her own shit done. So I don't know why folks act like, oh, yeah, Bravo missing it. No, they're not. They're not. Because if Nene can go anywhere else and do a show, she's not good on her own. She isn't. And even when she's acting like Nene. Nene has never played a role that wasn't a form of herself. No one is going to watch Nene and get, oh my God, I did not even know that was Nene. Yes, you did. So when the show premiere again, she will only be on, like one episode, only the Atlanta episode. We don't now. They said Giselle signed on to do it. I think they said so did Monique. I don't know. But I mean, I'm not really pressed to see the show. I didn't even watch the Trip show before. I think I may have watched a couple episodes of either that first or second season, but that's it. Yes, Nene and Sheree never doing workout clothes or a workout video. Nene never just doing something in the space of talk showing herself. The fact that she started YouTube and stopped it, it's like, girl, what are you doing? So to me, both Nene and Sheree felt horribly. Just horribly. Horrible. Now, what I will say about Giselle, old tackhead ass, Giselle was smart enough to have that podcast with her and Robin, which I heard is doing great. I don't listen to it, but again, at least Giselle has something she's doing on a consistent basis so that if and when she's put out the pasture from Potomac, she has something else to fall back on. And that's the thing you should do. When you get on these shows, you're supposed to try to make your mark. So that way, when the show is over, you have something to fall back on. And Nene didn't do that. Sheree didn't do that. I still think Sheree child probably work at Home Depot to make money. She probably a Home Depot greeter, a receipt checker at Walmart. Cause I'm like, what does she do? I don't know. But yeah, is y'all happy to see Nene back? I'm not. Cause I'm like, what? She don't give shit, girl. Cause y'all want 2008 Nene. That ain't who she is no more. She ain't. That's not who she is anymore. Now, let's do Kandi and we can be done. Okay. Also, boom, a little update. When we said that, the plant worker and Trump said, fuck you. Update, it says, per the people, the Ford worker called him a pedophile protector. And he got suspended. Well, it's the Ford worker who shot a pedophile protector at Code 45 during his visit to. Shout out to the D. Look. I told y'all we don't like that man here. But during this visit to the Dearborn factory, he was suspended. According to United Auto Workers, UAW Hall, rep confirmed the suspension, but the length of it is unknown. But your pedophile protector, your PDO protector. Look, it's worth it. Look. I don't condone stuff. I'm gonna say this, and I want y'all to take it how I say it. Sometimes it's worth the punishment. Sometimes it's worth the punishment. Okay? Just saying. Sometimes it's worth the punishment. Okay, I'm just saying. I ain't mad. He is a pea protector. Little bastard. Anyway, I have a few things for Kandi and Todd because I was trying to, because I discussed it a little bit, but I could not find the post. Todd has been scheming, scamming us this whole marriage. Okay. Todd has been playing. I'm not gonna say Todd don't love Kandi, I'm not gonna say Todd did love Kandi. I'm not gonna say that Todd, was in this for all the wrong reasons. What I will say is, at some point, Todd realized this isn't gonna last forever. And a part of me feel like this whole daddy daycare thing was like, yeah, I can be showing like for this whole time I'm with my kids and Kandi's somewhere else. A part of me feel like the reason Ty started doing that daycare shit was because he said just in case, not where he should be, just in case. Let me have, some backup showing, yeah, y'all, look at me. I'm daddy daycare. I'm taking the kids to school. I'm at the events. Look, I'm at the house and I'm helping the kids put a book bag in the car. You know what I'm saying? A part of me feel like he was a just in case situation. Because the way y'all were together as husband and wife, Kandi wants the divorce sealed. Why are you fighting to have it unsealed? Todd doesn't want the divorce from Kandi to be private. Okay. Again, Kandi filed for divorce in November. She arguing that public access to her case could negatively affect the two young children. Todd formally responded early this month, and the couples appear two different pages per the thing. Tyler's fighting Kandi's request for confidentiality. According to the filing, Kandi has discussed their breakup with various media outlets and online, while Tyler's remained largely silent. All Kandi said was, "We getting divorced." It's been tough. It's been hard. I'm in New York doing a play. I want to be able to see my kids back and forth. Kandi really has not given us any salacious details. All she has done is confirmed we are getting a divorce. I have hard days. I be sad sometimes. I be smiling through the pain. Like, she ain't really gave us no. We still don't know why y'all divorcing. So Ty making it seem like Kandi is on the podcast saying Ty feet stink. Ty don't come home. Ty stole my money. Ty, what she in? Ty, she ain't really told. She ain't said shit. So you can't make it seem as if she's given various. She done various media outlets and online, and he's been like, no one's talking to you. His motion states having voluntarily placed the proceedings into public domain. She cannot now credibly claim that similar cases necessary. What do you mean? Someone saying I'm going through a divorce is not them saying yes, but he has all access to all of the details. How much money we make, how much money I make, blah, 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 blah. Kandi saying it should be, I think all divorce proceedings should be sealed. I don't think unless someone, doesn't care, but I don't think anyone should have all of their personal information that's ready and available to be shared like that. Ty attorney said rather than the requested relief appears aimed at selectively restricting public access in order to control the narrative of a public that Birds herself chose to make public. She's a public figure. It would be impossible for Kandi Birds living in Atlanta and Georgia, child, and for her and Ty to be divorced and then no one would know. She had to publicly say a little itty bitty piece, okay? That was one thing, okay? Kandi also said, bitch, he ain't even paying child support. Kandi criticized her. It's not when now look, I also want to make this clear. This isn't Kandi or Ty saying shit. This is all in the court documents. So it ain't Kandi saying, it ain't Ty saying, it's them going back and forth in court documents. And people are pulling and saying Kandi said, Ty said. Okay. Kandi criticizes her estranged husband Ty for not spending enough time with the kids since she filed for divorce. Kandi filed court documents on Thursday, the 8th of January, asking for a hearing to set parenting time and child support. Kandi stated that the kids have significant monthly expenses and accused Ty of not paying for shit. Okay. While he traveling, he ain't paying for nothing. She claims he does not spend substantial time with the children despite posting videos on social media. She also alleges he disrupted her custody time during the holidays. When Kandi said on one of her Amazon Lives that I want to know when it'll get to a point where we're not having to do these group family vacations. I don't want to be grouped with this nigga. Okay. And it's getting more and more messy. Okay. Let's see. She says she's the one footing the bill for every single time, from the nanny to their activities, medical bill travel. Meaning Kandi's paying for everything. She pays the mortgage for the house. She should not be the sole person paying for children's livelihood while Ty uses the money to frequently go out and do vacations. Ty wants to be a kept man. Okay. She said during the Christmas holiday, Kandi wanted Ace and Wade with her in New York, and she had already planned it well in advance, but Todd tried to prevent the kids from coming. So now she's at the court again, set an official custody, schedule. Todd is on some bullshit. And it's unfortunate because there's no even real reason for him to do any of this, because it's not as if I never felt like Todd was a stay-at-home, work-alone dad and Kandi be gone. I always felt like Todd may have been the one in Atlanta still. However, the nannies and the babysitters and the chefs was helping do everything. Kandi family helping do everything. I know folk like to bring up what Riley said that Kandi, the way Kandi was Riley while touring with Escape, and Mama was, kind of help raise Riley. I feel like Kandi purposefully tried to make up for that with Blaze and Ace. Because she had more money to, live a more life of leisure. But I still don't feel like Todd was ever this amazing single dad while Kandi was gone. Ever. And I do feel like we've seen people take pictures and say, oh, I'm with the kids. Yeah, but we don't see the nanny back there taking the picture. Who paid for the nanny, Todd? Who paid for the flight back and forth, Todd? So that's why I feel like Todd absolutely was like, let me start gathering proof of me being a dad. Daddy daycare, daddy daycare, daddy daycare. Daddy daycare, daddy daycare, daddy daycare. And I'm not saying that he is a bad dad. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is Todd wants the money. I think Todd also knows once he and Kandi are divorced, his access, his connections will be cut down because people are going to pick Kandi's side. Okay. He know they're going to pick Kandi's side. He know the access gates are no longer going to be flooded open at all. So part of me feel like he wants to get as much as he can get now before shit gets, too bad. And because I told y'all, I knew shit was over with him and Kandi because Kandi has kind of stopped posting her and Todd. And it was more of her and Riley or her and her friends. So when this is the picture I'm gonna show y'all when I knew something was up. It was because I was like, because I don't follow Todd, and I usually would see Todd by seeing Kandi, and I was like, I keep seeing just Kandi stuff. Okay, whatever. It was this picture. This picture, I was like, this picture made me say, Now, and this was October 21st of 2025. Now, before this picture, I still had because again, looking at her page, I just didn't see much Todd. And previously, it would be, he would be included in somewhere. He would be with her on red carpets. You know what I'm saying? And even though this would be sprinkled in, I still felt like something is up. Because what the fuck is Todd? And then when the whole Soulja Boy thing happened, I was like, why did T.I. check Soldier Boy, not Todd. Why is T.I.? I was like, why ain't Todd doing it? Todd is wife. I'm sorry. I mean, Todd is her husband. I'm like, why ain't Todd do it? You know? And even though you would see little sprinkles of Todd here and there, it was more business shit. Okay? But because I follow Kandi, I noticed shit. And I'm like, okay, she buys stuff a lot, child. Okay, I'm not going to say that. But what I'm saying, this is her, okay. I said, but still, it was only little sprinkles of her and Todd. Okay. And everything else was either Kandi by herself or her friends or just her and the kids. And I was like, well, that's different. And I always see shit and I always wait to say, because I don't like putting out negative vibes because I have a little inkling. I like to wait before I say shit. Now I may sprinkle a little, I think here and there, but I said I don't know. I don't know. It's getting weird. It's, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay. But it was a one picture of, it was this one that I said something is up. I said something is up. Because I said in my head, I said, Todd ain't got shit else to do but be around there with Kandi and the kids. That's it. Then after that, I said, wait a minute. So T.I. is T.I.? Because if a grown man threatened my wife, you gonna see me. And when that grown man comes to interview with my wife, I'm in the background. Because when somebody got beef for me, please believe my people step right behind me. When people have an issue with me, my people don't like them. Okay, they're going to come right behind me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it's something. It's just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then it was a lot of me and my girls posts. You know what I'm saying? So again, to me, in my opinion, Todd is trying to squeeze all of the juice he can get from being Mr. Kandi Birdsucker. Okay, so he wants to, I want to be sure that the stuff ain't sealed. Wonder why? Because he wants to do interviews. Wonder why? He wants to talk. He wants to get paid. And I'm like, sir, we don't like you. We like Kandi. We accepted you based on Kandi. Okay, we accepted you based on Kandi, and you trying to now use the kids as a weapon. Kind of question her as a mom because she's busy and she's working. To me, shows you want her to keep working, to keep paying for your lifestyle and pay for the nannies. Because if you get the kids, he gonna then say, well, we always had nannies, so pay for the nanny. So I think Kandi's point now was showing, no, bitch, I'm with my kids too, even when I'm working. And I don't like it. Here we are. Guess what? That's it. That's all. Now, I'm hoping Canva will be working so I can download my damn thumbnail that I did. It made me mad it was gone. But that is all I have for today. Do not forget, okay? Like the video, subscribe. Friday is my 44th birthday. I will be live at 7 p.m. on Friday. Again, Friday, birthday, a hot topics chat, game night fun, edible fun, liquor. I'll be drinking on, okay, so it'll be a good time to have it all. Friday, 7 p.m. Okay, come on through on Friday at 7 p.m. to have a good time for my birthday. I will be live tomorrow too for whatever foolishness is going on. Okay, if you watch the replay, thank you. Thank y'all for watching live. I appreciate it. I love you all. Okay, I want you to be safe around here. Have a good evening around here. And if you watch the replay, it will then have a thumbnail up as long as Canva is back up and working. Okay, I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Stay safe, stay blessed. I gotta go. Bye.